What's up? It's Brennan from 3H Survival, and I have Phil up here for a week, so we're filming a ton of cool content for everyone out there. With that, he brought this AK that has seen better days. So, the video today is going to be turning, what did you say, it's 400, worth 400, as of right now it's worth 500. With the sand on it, or does the sand make it more?
A little bit more.
A little bit more. Okay, so we'll say 550 with the sand and the beautiful paint job too. So we'll just say it's worth $600 as it sits right now. With that being said, I'm going to turn it into a $1,000 AK. I mean, I could realistically say I'm turning it into a $10,000 AK, and it's just what I believe it's worth. But we will see if someone would buy it for $1,000 when we're done. Not that I'm going to sell it, but I'll be like, hey, you want to buy this? And they're like, how much? And I say $1,000, and they're like, it's done, I'll buy it. And then I'm like, no, it's mine. Sorry. But, so we're going to go through a process of doing a few things to it. First off is sandblasting all of the sand, which he's already sand coated, but not blasted, to get rid of all of the gunk in this. Then we're going to run it through some air, try to get all of the sand, all the parts, clean as much as possible. I know you guys hear that. And get it as clean as possible. And then we're going to Cerakote it a bronze color, because bronze looks good. And it also makes it shoot more accurate. I don't know if you all knew that, but bronze just helps. If you go gold, it actually makes you less accurate, but you have more street cred, which is cool. So that's what we're going to do with this AK. Also, this video is not sponsored with money, but it's sponsored with my energy levels by Red Bull. Gives you wings and Zinskis. So now let's get into sandblasting. So we have all the parts cleaned off, ready to be Cerakoted. We made sure that they're nice and clean. So we used nail polish remover to get rid of any oils. So these are the parts that we're going to be doing. So now we have these parts, which after getting the paint off, they're like this ugly brown. So we're going to use some RIT dye to actually dye the plastic. So all you do, this is heated up to a boil. We dipped it in there. We're going to dip it in for about 30 seconds. Dip the other side. So as you can see here, after a couple minutes in it, they are now black. They're just drying. We're getting all the water off, but it dyes the actual plastic to make it black. So I have my burnt bronze Cerakote in here. Just going to spray this. You just want a nice even coat. All the way around, make sure you're not missing any areas. Now we can hang this up and get the other pieces done. So here we have the AK. It is complete, and I am super happy with how it turned out. So realistically, the AK that you saw at the beginning of this video that looked like Frankenstein's thrown away project is now, I would say, a beautiful AK, which is very few and far between. Now, I'm not a fan of the wood. I'm not really a big fan of the Magpul stuff, but it does look really good on here. You still can add all of your Picatinny mounts. The only thing I added, even though it looks completely different, is the Holosun and the Holosun Light. Everything else was on it to begin with. So what we did, obviously in the video you saw the Cerakote job. We ended up dipping all of the plastic in here, which turned out really good. The only issue was the plastic down here did not die because this was like a tan. This was brown. The brown worked really good. The tan turned green. So we ended up Cerakoting everything anyway. Because after dipping, some of the spray paint that we forgot with sandblasting kind of showed through. So we decided that the best option was just to practice Cerakoting plastic, which I've never done. It always scared me, but it worked out perfectly. It didn't melt anything, no issues at all. I was able to cook it 2 hours at 200 degrees, and everything worked out perfect. So the hardest thing was putting this thing back together. We spent 4 hours trying to figure out the death spring that destroys your fingers, but after hours and hours, we finally did get it back together to a point that it works. So everything works as it should and looks awesome. So my biggest question for you after this, taking a $400 or $500 AK, do you think this AK is worth $1,000? I do. What do you think?
I think so too.
I would pay $1,000 for this. And I'm not even an AK guy. Maybe it's just the colors, just looks really good, but especially the Holosun is on there, it makes it worth more. But what would you pay for this AK? Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, stop bitching and complaining, start prepping and training. And I'll see you in the next video.